Hey, beauties. So I was watching the news. My gosh, my slogan line, wow. I was watching the news. So there was a section, a segment, and they had even spoken with a Mr. Lenworth Fulton. I don't know who he is. I just saw that on the news. I wrote down his name. And the caption was little to no improvement in the labor market. So Don Anderson did a polling November 24 to December 7, I suppose, of last year, I'm presuming. And First, you had respondents, male and female respondents. Predominantly, the negative responses would have come from female. I'm not surprised. I suspected because it has been an old adage where women have thought and faced, being paid less than their male counterparts. So I'm not surprised that more of the negative responses would have come from the female because of factual evidence indicating women being paid less than men. And I've often said in my videos, some of my videos, or, invariably, that I do not particularly have a problem if men are paid higher. In this sense, I don't believe there must be a gulf. So you must have the men being paid way over there. So in other words, their salaries, let us give a ballpark figure. We're just going to use a very way out figure. Like men being paid $1 million a month. Well, I can imagine that happening in general in Jamaica. Whew. And women being paid $200,000 per month. That's ridiculous. That's unfair. It is unjust. It is wicked, evil, diabolical, cruel, and sinister. That's crazy. The men are not supernatural while the women are just natural. They're not parting the Red Sea, turning water into wine, raising Lazarus yet again from the dead a second time. So, in other words, there mustn't be a gap. Why I say I don't have an issue with it, generally men are the breadwinners once they're a part of homes. Once they're a part of homes, even if they're not a part of homes, once a man has a woman, he has to contribute, whether to our bills, to our this, to our that. We're not at the mean man them. But that men normally the one forking out the money. It's not generally the other way around. You don't generally find, I say them, and notice my words, generally finding women supporting men. All right? So in that sense, because if they have a family, they have to take care of the family financially, spiritually, and so on. So in that case, I have no problems if he's paid a little higher than the woman. It doesn't bother me. I kid you not. And because, women like to be taken care of. So you're earning, he's still taking care of you. So it's like it equates. It almost goes now on an equilibrium. All right, when he carries home things and gives you money to spend and to do this and to do that, it works out evenly in that sense. And as I said, I don't subscribe to if there is a gulf. He's getting $1 million a month, you're getting 200,000 a month. Ridiculous. All right. But little to no improvement in the labor market. And when they were speaking with Mr. Fulton, an elderly man, he was basically saying, where are you going to place them? Where are you going to place them? Because one of the issues that we also face, especially jobs that are scarce, are not a dime a dozen, you find that the people retire or die in the job, so to speak. So upcoming people have no chance in that sense. In a number of these corporate entities, they have no chance if they desire to become, the marketing manager of a particular company, a conglomerate, or maybe a smaller company or organization. It is almost like them have to just wait till the person retire or die or migrate or something of the sort in order, and they may not necessarily get it. Maybe a recommended person is put in, Another issue, we talk about nepotism, where family members, great friends, and everybody, every cumble working in the organizations, and people who are really skillful, able, and capable are left shafted to take menial jobs and paid in a menial sense. One of the unfortunate things that I've seen, I don't know how promotion goes. I've never seen an influx. Let me use that let me use this word in this sense. A fleet of promotion. I'm just using that terminology now in this sense. In general, people they can even barely get to the bottom of the food chain, much more to be promoted. Promotion is scarce in the majority. I'm talking now, beautiful people. In terms of a solid increase in pay. Lord, look at what is happening with the public sector workers. They can barely get the 20%. It was split up in three. If we have even gotten all of that in one sweep, while a few in the top section got 100%, 200%, 300 in one sweep, one go, whoop, just like that. So we see the disparity there, we see the injustice there, we see the unfairness there, and this is, what they're saying is that it really has not improved over the last 10 years. 29% of the respondents said that there's slightly a little improvement, 20 maybe a little bit more improvement, but of the entire cohort, 26% said there was no improvement. Majority females, that was their feeling. The men were the ones who said there was a slight or a little bit, not so bad improvement. Men are the ones. And again, I'm not surprised because, again, men have always gotten the better end of the stick as it relates to the job market, whether it's promotion, whether it's higher pay, and so forth, being in certain positions. As I say, it don't really trouble me once it's not, there must be equity. It doesn't mean that there has to be equality in everything, but there must be equity in everything. So you mustn't have the gulf where the man is getting $1 million a month and the woman getting $200,000 a month. Ridiculous. That is crazy. So if, for example, he's getting $100,000 a month, the woman should be getting $700,000-800,000 per month. If he's getting $1 million per month, the woman should be getting $700,000-800,000 per month. We know that most of the homes are matriarchal homes. They're headed by women, single parent homes, generally speaking. So on that basis, that should be considered. And if she's capable, and can do the work, and she's doing it effectively and efficiently, pay her what she's worth. This is similar to what Viola Davis, Taraji P. Henson, and Monique has been. You remember when they beat Monique when she spoke about this just a few years ago, not too long ago, if it's not last year, it could be the year before. And see what has happened now? I hope we have not forgotten. Monique, remember, she was in the media for a little while. She probably, you notice it over here, she probably just said, these people are a set of jokers. She was a lone ranger. No one probably came to her defense. Probably, I said, I don't know. But I remember her being the lone ranger. Lone ranger. Right? Now the rest of them are seeing what she has been saying. They're seeing what she has been saying. And when we juxtapose it to our situation here, especially for public sector workers, you improve, you go back to school, you get everything, all the accolades, and still your pay suck. We're not being paid what we are worth. The number of us who probably have our first degrees, master, some people PhD, I don't know how true it is. Somebody told me some time ago that somebody has a PhD and working on the phone, like at a call center. And we're not talking in management. I'm not sure who it is. I don't like to go with hearsay, but with this country, anything is possible. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. It's not hard. It's not unlikely. It can be possible. So there has, they say for the last 10 years, the respondents said there hasn't been no improvement. And I agree. I firmly agree. It's menial. You're barely going up when they call it incremental. You barely crawl like a snail. People are hardly promoted. You don't see that in droves. And people have worked their way. They have improved their craft. They have improved. It's like when Viola said, I was in Broadway. I got my Oscar, got my Emmy, my Tony Award and whatnot. And still this is what you pay me at the end of the month. So I got my bachelor's, I got my master's, my PhD. I did this, I improved, I did little courses. I have experience on the job. I'm not tardy. All the things that you can think of. And this is what you're still paying me? It's similar to what Viola Davis and these people are facing. I tell you, black people go through it, We go through it. Especially in the Western Hemisphere. In certain sections in Africa, boys are like a different thing. Some of them living like kings and queens. Little to no improvement in the job market. Unfortunately, people are hardly promoted. Hardly. 1 and 2 little people. It is a sad, 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 sad state of affair May God help us and intervene. Guys, follow me on TikTok, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please share this message.